Live. Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne with Utze, today with another Champions League match. No, actually two, maybe even more. First off, qazxswedc, FanaticalLime, but before I introduce these players, let me quickly introduce my co-host. It's none other than Yu. Oh, damn it, I was prepared. Yu Qin from China. Of course, you all know him with his screen name. Let me highlight this. I won't spell it. QAZ, as he's affectionately known in Carcassonne circles. None other than the current world champion. Back in October, he won the whole shebang in Herne. So let's focus on Yu's compatriot, qazxswedc, and teammate who won the internal qualification, earned a place in the Q1 for the CCL and managed to win that one as well. I think, if I remember correctly, even with a clear slate. So far, yeah, he wasted the win versus Adria, had two options to secure the win in the decider there, but still lost. Then came back against Tompa with a sweep. Now today, will he be the favorite or not? I actually don't know later on, and that's why this is especially interesting to me. I hope he won't play his best game against me. I need the 2-0, he might not. And then Stefanakis, also not easy. The FanaticalLime from UK won versus Marty, then lost versus King Didi, a pretty strong Australian, one-time master even, and later has to play against Vega Orion and Adria. Also not easy. Yu, whom of these two would you prefer today? Which player would you think is the favorite?
Chinese qazxswedc certainly. Speaking of winners, I think both FanaticalLime and they are first. I think a 5.
Okay, I think that sounds fine. Both are have top ratings of, I think qazxswedc has this in his bio. I think it said 673. FanaticalLime should be in the 690s, so both not masters. Currently rated in the 500s, but they are definitely capable of playing better than these ratings suggest. If they focus on the game, I would well, pretty high level match, but we'll see. So I'd have to concur. 55% for Aki sounds fine. Although today I might give the edge just to balance the scales here to the Brit. I hope my guest doesn't mind. That's great. Oh, I didn't say anything to you about what I expect from you. I don't expect anything. Just chime in whenever you feel like it. And please, if I'm rambling, just stop me. And if I have specific questions, I definitely will ask you, because it's, of course, great to have this high caliber player on here as co-host.
I think so. Like the heading field.
Most definitely so, and that's exactly why Blue dropped their second farmer pretty early on.
Now yellow will that just is on left of inside field thing using on the street
Yeah, it's safer due to this square, quite likely, because one of the daggers is already gone. Hi Volker, hi Kaika. Is Sang-Yu's voice still distorted? Oh, that's a shame, because I can hear him totally fine, and the check I ran worked fine as well. I can hear you. They seem to have problems with the audio. I don't know why. Let me mute you once and try again. Because the level seems fine still.
Sure.
Yeah, me neither. But let me try one thing here. Just reconnect you, and then we'll see whether this works fine. Okay, so you should be back again on OBS. Yeah, and then we'll see whether it worked now.
Does it work now? I saw a comment that thinks that I am like a roboter with interrupts.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems now it is good. So
yeah, okay.
Let's turn back to our
Great.
game.
Thanks, folks, for letting us know, and especially thanks for letting us know early. Meanwhile, Yellow was able to block this monastery, so it happened what could have happened to Yellow's monastery, but just to Blue's one.
Yeah. So I think Yellow's monastery placement just worked out fine now, but the things are still quite good for Blue because he already have 2 field meeples on this big field.
Yeah, on the other hand, I get the reluctance of Yellow. They already had this one here, which is a bit restricted, could be restricted even more. And if you see the field fight brewing, playing it a bit safer than you maybe normally would. This year, most circumstances would be fine. I get it, because to me this looks like Yellow clearly is keeping their troops in hand to attack on the field with a vengeance later on. Hey, Juan. And Yellow, of course, knows that a field with already 15 points, and I mean, not just 15, but another 4 cities, which very well could be closed within 10-20 moves, definitely is the deciding, or will be the deciding factor in this game. So we'll see. For now, good positioning by FanaticalLime here, taking away the continuance of this city while also attacking the field. And he definitely will play a lot of defense to hold down this field.
And now as Yellow, he does not protect his city, and Blue does not attack it as well. So as a result, Yellow successfully get his meeple back.
Yeah, I get Yellow's move, because sure, they could have restricted to keep 4 caps, but as long as Blue doesn't do anything over here, why not keep the 7 options to close this city? On the other hand, I'm not convinced that this was the best move. I think Yellow could have also just set this up here to not give curves to Blue to liberate the monk there.
Yeah, there's some detail things. And Yellow puts his first field meeple.
Yeah, not easy to block, still 2 daggers, even if a city tile would land there, which I wouldn't expect, but actually with a lot of curves gone. Blue could go for this, and upon completion at the third farmer.
Blue does not choose this.
No, sadly not. I think it would have been a good
The best
idea.
move, right?
Might be, yeah.
And yellow is similar to maximize his score. He's very greedy in the scoring. He does not use this starting tile as a connection. So that's why blue chooses to further block this connection.
Yeah.
And now yellow protects.
Yeah, and I think yellow is correct because the field is at 21 points, but that's exactly the difference we have right now on the virtual scoreboard at least. So just tying the field doesn't win yellow the game, and especially not without points like these quick ones here. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think yellow wanna make his win condition more flexible by point scoring, so that he might also win by tying the field, but not always must to win the field fight.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
at blue you just do this. Why not with the field meeple?
Don't ask me. With 3 in hand or 2 plus the 1 you get back, I definitely would have placed the third one. To me, this all looks like this field won't be won by 2 meeples. So would definitely have been a good investment. On the other hand, they might still go for restrictions, leaving only 1 crossroad, as this is already the third one. Yeah, not meepling the road, sadly. Any straight would restrict the road to the same tile yellow needs.
Yeah, it seems that the tiles that yellow is needing is not so much, because even if he's protecting this connection through a regular curve, there are only 3 left. Oh, and go for 3 points.
I don't like this at all.
I don't like this.
There are, if necessary, options like this here, going for curves, and well, if you're desperate, double attacking this, even if there's still 1 starting tile and 1 crossroad to immediately kill this hypothetical farmer here. But I think blue plays too relaxed. They, for my taste, don't take this threat, and that definitely is a threat when there are other options to still invade the field. And then they even create another one.
And Aki will use that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but
that's bad.
That's bad. That's very bad for yellow. But there's still hope.
That's when you do some relaxed move and does not get punished, and it happens sometime. So knowing that one of his field meeple is blocked, yellow needs to find other ways to attack this field.
Yeah. Yeah, yellow found a great spot because there are loads of straights left, and especially blue needed one to liberate the monastery. Also, don't think it was necessary to do that right now. I mean, they could have considered to first kill the square and force yellow to place something over here, because blue still
I
has.
could think
meeples
blue's
in hand.
move is okay because there are still 6 straight rows left, and that's a lot. So getting the meeple back is kind of a great thing for blue, and also he can maybe think of a fearless way now, given his given his
41, yeah.
point
Yeah,
lit.
although fieldless.
Yeah, because the field is 24, right?
Yeah, it's
So
8.
so a field takeover will be 48 points for yellow, and with -7 on the board and 3 more meeples. And I think blue can achieve a fearless win if he does draw this critical tile, the road Dorito.
Yeah, I'd have to concur. Yellow definitely needs this road Dorito. Else, well, they could get a second meeple back. So they still have a third one to attack the field, and then one to still score stuff. Now they have to protect. But it will definitely be tricky to outscore blue with against this meeple advantage. And therefore, yeah, your assessment regarding the straight is definitely correct.
Well, I
There's
don't
no
think
need to wait.
I don't think the correct move is to protect. Maybe I think you need to first connect your field meeple on the top left, because it will create another field connection. And given that you are behind by so much, you definitely need that. And I think you need to bank on the truth that maybe your opponent does not draw a blocking tile.
Oh,
I'm not sure if my evaluation of this game is correct, but I think it is time for desperation.
I think this was totally fine. The chances of blue to immediately kill the square were roughly, I don't know, 75, maybe even 80% with this current tile stack. So that's an immediate kill, and basically that's crushing all your hopes. So I think this was necessary, as annoying as it is, because as you said, a curve over here would have been ideal. Then you just place something up top, and you still have a lot of straights left to connect there. But in this case, to me, this was a must.
But the thing is, after blue drawing this tile, there's only one tile for the connection.
Up top on the left?
Yeah.
2. The curve and a Dorito is still there. The Dorito, though,
after
is
this
annoying.
draw, I mean.
Yeah. Okay. After this turn, now there's only one to connect. That's right. And the problem then is this seals this field in the top left corner. No, it doesn't. There are options with a dagger, like this one, which might even be in yellow's interest, setting up volatile moves like that to score additional points. So we'll see. Yellow definitely needs both Doritos. I don't know about that one.
Not sure.
Maybe blue still hopes to get this one back or at here, but I think just dumping the curve there, having
for 1 point.
For 1 point, and still having an option for this, and also not giving. I mean, if they continue with a straight over here, ninjas would be easy. There's only one crossroad left, so doesn't make a lot of sense to me, this curve.
Yeah, speaking of ninjas, there is also a ninja farmer on the left side of the board. And is not so blockable because there are still two right-handed daggers left. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's only one rose to go here to then counter this one. Kill it.
In my opinion, if I were blue, to killing off this ninja farmer is a thinkable, considerable play with this curve.
Yeah, this here would have definitely been the better move. Even better, of course, than just adding this 1 point and the option.
But this is not okay. Okay, you do this.
Why not? It's not easy to block. I mean, there are still the daggers here.
Yeah.
But basically nothing else blocks. And yeah, sadly no, not sadly. And yellow could take away the daggers by adding a road here.
Yeah, that's a complete protect.
Yeah. Which even would kill this road as it's the last straight.
As blue, I think you just give 1 point to your you do this. Why?
This one here is trying to take away this restriction. It blocks the platform to restrict their road. I think that's fine, and it's definitely better than adding to the road, because adding to the road would give yellow more options to immediately connect.
Not quite, I think.
Yeah, at least
yellow does this. Yellow occupies a 6 point. He gets a 6 point field.
Yeah. So yellow connected up top, connected here. In this case, quickly, let's sketch this. If blue plays this one, yellow has not these daggers, but the other 2 daggers plus the straight. So 3 tiles to connect, at least immediately. In the long run, might turn out the same. The probabilities might be balanced.
But there are more blocking tiles for blue.
Yeah, definitely.
So if we blue does this. Why?
They need to score some points, and they fear that just getting the Dorito isn't enough here. And they still have 2 meeples in hand, so...
But can you win without that Dorito? I don't think so. So he gets...
No, but even with that Dorito, they still need points. I mean, they are down 6. That's exactly why yellow took the 6-point field, taking away the easiest option for blue to score a lot. Yeah, Aki draws the cow, which blue needed to take another 5 points there. Hi, by the way, to Kirillo, Dachnik, and Nalaheim. So
the thing now is, as Aki stack, you are 6 points you are 6 points ahead, but your opponents have 2 meeples. So if you don't draw the road Dorito and your opponent draw a city cap in the next move, you lose automatically, right?
Yep.
Oh no. Your opponent only have 2 moves. So it seems to me that blue should have mapled a 3-point field on his next move, on his last move when he finished that city. to avoid having a meeple surplus?
No, they don't need to. They still have 2 moves. They won't get a meeple back. So they can still invest.
But they can have 4 quick points by drawing a
Oh yeah, the rose, the cap. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
the cap.
You're right. Yeah, I neglected this option. But does it matter though?
I think
Either
it
yellow
does.
gets the Dorito, and the Dorito is without a shield.
If yellow gets the Dorito, I think blue loses anyway. But if blue does, and why does yellow do this? Oh, look. Not sure why.
It's just a flip for the Dorito, because if yellow gets the Dorito, they score 11 points. That would push them to plus 17 before blue's move here. So blue would need to score 17 points on their last 2 moves, and that's just not possible. So actually, yeah, yellow could have taken away the cap, but it doesn't really matter. They need the Dorito, and if they don't get it, they lose.
Yeah, I think for this particular point difference, it's just okay how you do this thing, but with precise play, you can see that blue is losing 2 points in this sequence. So he could have got that 3-point field and then a 4-point city, yeah, instead of this 5-point city, right?
Yep, exactly.
So as yellow, now the game is hopeless. Oh no, it's not hopeless. It's still a flip.
It's still a 50-50. It is, at this point in time, exactly a 50-50. Don't need any calculators for this one. It's 2 tiles in the deck, and either you get the one you need or you don't. So yeah, as long as FanaticalLime doesn't run out of time, or qzswedc does for that matter, it definitely will be the flip for this Dorito. And blue already knows, of course. They have the tile in hand. Or not. We will see. We just have to wait. Same as Aki. Yeah.
Yeah, but with this tile, it is not wise to waste so much time on a tile that is not decisive for the win probabilities.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, we don't need to score. We don't need to check which tiles are still present. And even if we had, we might be a tad faster, maybe. But I get it.
We just get 1 point, and then we get the roll Dorito, and then we win the game.
Yeah. But for this, of course, why not check? I mean, I wouldn't fault anyone for taking a bit of time to figure things out. At least I prefer this over-rushing moves within 2 or 3 seconds. If you haven't, just take a look at...
I'm just always afraid of going over time, because some internet failure could take you away 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And in 2023, when I was playing against that match, and then an internet failure comes, and it is a real-time slow speed game.
Yeah.
And at that time, I have the full time, about 3 minutes on my clock, and restarting my computer takes me 5 minutes, and then I go overtime and lose that game.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's why I always have another option via another network available. But that's easy for me.
Yeah, that's
The mobile phone
quite
tower
wise
is
decision.
500 meters over there, so I always have a backup. But it's still annoying. I mean, especially with BGA these days, with these server hiccups. So
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, so Aki eked out a win by drawing the tiles they
but
needed.
drawing two key tiles, I think.
Yeah, maybe even more the dagger on the right side to connect as well. But at least getting two 50-50 flips in the end, both Doritos.
Yeah.
Definitely can't complain about that. On the other hand, Blue could have played more precise in quite a lot of instances. And in the end, a bit more precision would have covered the spread in the end. We never know.
I think it's a little wow. What do you think about the field meeple here by yellow?
I like it. I actually like it, but I mean, I've learned to play this a long time ago when early field meeples were very common, and yeah, I mean,
yeah, I don't like this structure because if
exactly.
your opponent gets a triangle and then you are giving 3 points for them.
Yeah. Not just 3 points, you supply them with the option to use triangles very productively, which wasn't the case, wouldn't have been the case when you meeple this cap. And on the other hand, I mean, why go on the field early on? You have this option, you possibly have this option. There will be other options later. Sure, the first farmer is great to have, especially if it looks like it'll become a bigger field again. But yeah, meepling the cap here definitely would have been the better move. On the other hand, maybe this square here by Blue gets restricted, maybe gets killed even. 2 daggers are gone. So we'll see. Not easy, especially with this road here.
Yeah. So now as yellow, do you block or do you fill your monastery? He chooses to block. And blue chooses to separate the city.
Okay, then yellow will re-attack.
It's another attack, but blue can attack back. And things are going quite well for blue right now because of the big city on the top right.
Yeah, and what to do if you're yellow now?
Just
would try to set up another option.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that's actually wise, because you have the better option up top, and if you place a straight there, then blue at least gets a save, and if you don't place anything there, they don't. Okay.
I mean, if you try to create a blocking platform on the left, it is better to point the city cap upwards. So you will have better probabilities to block, and you might have
blocking with tempo.
You might, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why blue didn't protect. I mean, 5 caps left to close this one with the straightish variety.
Yeah.
Versus the 1 dagger. That's exactly one of these moves, which definitely aren't precise. And yellow rolls the dice here. There are still 2 daggers left and 4 road Doritos. And there is one of these daggers for blue.
Yeah, he's going there. The yellow will try to block.
perfect tile.
Yeah, block that with tempo.
Yep. Definitely. Although maybe they think about this one, but
yeah,
here works
this is
better.
more urgent.
Yeah. It is, because over here there's one tile to close the city, whereas here, if blue connects, at least you get one chance to counter.
Yeah.
But also a good defense for blue, as there's only one tile to kill the square.
So now as yellow, do you invade that city? I think you do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're gonna invade now, and then you will be out of meeple for a quite long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not easy to get back.
No.
Because it seems that blue is keep drawing those road ends, and there are not so many road ends left.
Yeah, I don't like that crossroad by blue. It's not likely that yellow would get a meeple back immediately, and why not keep this open to re-attack this? I mean, there are still 2 horses left, 4 Doritos. I'd rather keep this chance in hand and just score some points, maybe. Yeah, maybe even over here, restricting this square a bit to prevent yellow from liberating this monk, even if it comes with one of your own. Yeah, here we go. Okay.
4 points or no? I don't think you take 4 points here.
I think you go for this one.
Without meeple, I think.
Yeah, I think without meeple, but with 2 in hand plus curves to get one back. And it works like a charm for blue.
Yeah. Gets the one and only left-handed dagger immediately.
Yeah. And now could try and go for a block over here.
Yeah.
At least take away some options from yellow. On the other hand, you could try to kill this monastery. By the way, with this dagger, as Xangyu mentioned, this was the last one. So yellow's city next to the monastery is dead. Therefore, blue's monastery is also dead. So killing this square definitely would be in blue's interest.
Yes.
Although the straight
chooses this and
isn't a great tile. Yeah,
Yeah.
yellow gets a curve. And now things are looking, as for now at least, pretty equal. And yeah, the situation as is now is exactly why early farmers aren't great in alt
sometimes.
cases. Yep. Just a few more curves and this field is totally sealed and will score 6, maybe 9 in the end.
We'll just take this
3 points there. Yeah.
Now as yellow, you can expand your road and also your field at the top of the board, I think.
Yeah. Looks like a good idea, and with 9 out of 29 to get a cap immediately, you could even consider this one. Additionally, you have 7 road ends, so that actually are then 13 out of 29 to get a meeple back ASAP if blue doesn't intervene. Okay, they take another approach.
Just dump a tile on your field.
Yeah, looks like they didn't want to meeple this, so just dump this cap there to use it later. Great cow, of course.
Yeah, it's reasonable because there are still 4 cows and 2 horses that can easily break a city.
Yep.
So as yellow, he does not like to invest his last meeple. Instead, he tries to block blue city, but seemingly it is not so successful because blue will get it immediately.
Yeah. The one thing I would have considered with this curve would have been this one, yeah, setting up the kill there.
Yeah, because there are a lot of big tiles.
Yeah, exactly. And if blue doesn't get, and it looks like yellow tries the other way around. And blue doesn't get the perfect tile to defend because this one here would set up this 50-50 for the remaining splitter as all field Doritos are gone.
But I think you have to do that because an indirect defense, I think it does not work well.
There are still 2 crossroads left.
Yeah.
So, but 3 tiles then to close. So 3 over here to close the city and 7 to defend versus
7 to defend.
Yeah, all crossroads and all straights, and then 2 for blue to kill.
But speaking of
should be better than 50% actually.
Should be better in probability, but is it better in expectation?
Quite likely not, as this would come with a 12-point field. And that's exactly a point where you should take your time.
Yeah. Oh,
that's okay, actually. There aren't a lot of curves left. Okay, Aki just and Aki has to use curves on the right side. So actually, there's only one curvy left. All others are crossroads. So
yeah,
flying this road end doesn't matter in this case.
Right. And I really don't think doing nothing is the correct move here for blue. Just taking 4 points. I think you need to do something about that, because
either direct or indirect, right?
Yeah, because if you close that city, this is almost a guarantee for the win.
Yeah,
now,
unless yellow meeples the farm beforehand.
Yeah. Now it seems that blue is still at a big advantage, I think, but yellow has something to do because yellow has a 7-pointer at the bottom right.
Yeah. And they need to get the horses as well. Horse would be a 9-point move for blue, so equalizing their 1-point part with yellow's 7-point part. That's 6 plus 3 for the road.
He's getting one of them.
Yep. And has 2 meeples in hand, as has blue after getting the remaining curve.
Now as yellow, do you attack your top left city if you draw a city cap?
I might. I mean, there are still 3 cows left, and that would be another winning condition for yellow, right? Connecting there, then getting the remaining horse. And even if you don't connect, if blue, for example, draws the splitter, you'd still get points. But
yeah,
to me, this looks like it will all be coming down on these few moves here. And I mean, there are still a lot of caps left. And using a vanilla over here, we'd see blue could even do this right now. And I think blue definitely
blue
should.
do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For yellow,
Because,
other options would be to close this city and then add another vanilla to their field, of course.
Right. And yellow is also hoping to draw a splitter so he can expand his field.
All right, yeah. So we'll see. Will the lime act or won't they?
I think you do. As the player who has the advantage now, you like to create threats, so there are more good tiles for you and less good tiles for your opponents.
Yeah. And he also set up this twin caps up top to use the exact tiles yellow needs for their city, just in another place. And in the end,
he does this a more gentle way, I think.
Yeah.
The purpose is to not allowing yellow to attack that thing. You do this 8 point, but it is your last meeple.
Yeah.
Here it
Nonetheless, I don't like that one. Yellow has no incentive at all to go there.
Yeah.
Whereas over here, you still have the chance to get your meeple back and score additional points and not supplying one to your opponent.
But there are no starting tiles.
In the end. Oh, yeah, there was still a starting tile when blue dropped the monastery. Oh, no.
No.
I'm wrong. It was the wrong
so I think 3 points is the best move.
Yeah,
now yellow tries to break the city, which is the correct move, I think. And then it suddenly become the thing that it's blue who does not have meeples in hand.
Yep. And it doesn't look great for blue. They can't protect. They only could try to save the monastery, but would kill the city.
They should do that. But things are not bad for blue because all in all, he has a 50-50 for the horse tile. And this will give him 6 points. And with that 6 points, he will extend his lead to 14 points. And 14 points, I think, is just impossible to catch up. Or is it?
I wouldn't say impossible, but that here is a great move by blue. There was still the splitter out there, and the splitter would have taken care of these 14 points together with the remaining caps, that is. But yeah, this
so now
takes...
now as yellow, do you block? Yeah,
blue city right there.
But it will give your opponents 2 points.
Then I'd be at -7. Looks like we need to draw the horse. The horse anyway.
Yeah, so I think you block.
Yeah,
to
looks like it.
Oh, he doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, I think blocking would have been stronger. Because now blue has the option to get the meeple back, and the meeple then would score some points. But I mean, if yellow draws everything, of course it works for them. But now they could consider the block.
They couldn't.
No, they can't. Oh, damn it, it's a cap. Well, then supply the cap to your field.
Could be working. And this move could be working as well.
Yeah.
And you draw that.
Okay, then we are down to the horse, and a horse that would only score 6. That's not enough for blue.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough.
Might not be enough. Depends on exactly these tiles here. Because yellow needed to draw the monastery for 8 instead of the straight for, I think, 3. Don't see anything better with the straight.
I think yeah, nothing better than 3. Correct.
Okay.
You're correct.
So in the end, we'd see.
No. Yeah. 3. Sorry.
Yeah. But the 3 points would have been enough. Exactly enough.
The 3 point will be enough for Exec to win by a tie.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we are thinking back from the result, I think it's the City Cap move who lost blue the game. Yeah.
Right.
But if we speak of win probability, is it better to play like this or to connect to or try to connect to the city? I'm really not sure.
Me neither, but let's get back to that in the replay. That's easier to check again.
Yeah. First, congratulations to my teammates for getting 2-0 down a very strong player.
Yeah, and definitely improving their chances while BGA loads to reach the playoffs now at 2 wins versus 1.
And quite good tiebreakers.
And 5-2 is an excellent tiebreaker, actually. Yeah. There is, I think, no one better with, why Guru has the same tiebreaker.
This is the best tiebreaker possible if you have 2 wins and 1 loss.
That's correct, because you won both games by a sweep and lost 1-2. And if only.
If only.
It was so easy. But at least found his moves this time. So still too far. Yeah, to me, this looks like if blue does anything over there on the left side, it should have been a city attack.
Yeah, because 3 of the tiles are for the connection, and one of the rest is for 4 points.
Exactly, and it's not even easy for yellow to block something there. For example, what happens if they get a straight? Yeah, well, they would try, but then there's the starting tile, for example, which even protects and pre-closes the city. And then you have a shot at 3 cows and 1 horse, well, to win the game. Sounds or seems like a miss to me here, not going for the city there, especially the chance of a block by yellow was better than 50-50 because yellow is the next one to play. There are 4 tiles to, basically to break the city. I mean, sure, there are options to still close it, but it's rather unlikely, and only 4 in this case.
4-4.
Yeah, and therefore it's slightly in yellow's advantage. Only slightly, but still. So yeah, to me, the attack, like we discussed, would have made more sense, not just due to equalizing this part, but especially due to the added upside of taking this whole thing over. And they still had a second meeple in hand, or would have had a second meeple in hand afterwards, which is key with these two prime monastery spaces and these caps here up top to score quick points. Yeah, that seems to be the decisive play in this game, at least in the end. Everything else, yeah, not really. I mean, blue did get good pieces when they needed them, at least at some points in the game. This Dorito, for example, was exactly at the right time. Yellow had a starting tile in hand to liberate this meeple, which would have made things for them way easier.
Yeah.
Okay, we still have 6 minutes left. Do you like to check something of this match again, or would you like to watch a bit of King Didi versus Lazy Boar in the meantime until we start with CT versus With?
What do you think about dropping that city cap on that monastery spot and drop a farmer? Yeah.
Over here?
Yeah.
That's another good idea. Yeah, 6 points right there. 2 cities, third in the making. Yeah, might work as well. Although the shame is you can't add the splitter anywhere.
Yeah, but given the scoreboard lead, I don't think it is quite necessary, because if you get one of the two city caps that can fill the upper hole, here, you'll get a 7 point. And I think with this, you just secure the win anyway.
5, 7, 12, 18. Yeah, 18 is plenty, but there's still this here for 7. There's the 8-point monastery left. That's 15. Yeah, at least this year would improve the winning probability for blue, I think.
Yeah, and another critical move is that Rose move. He does not protect his city.
Yeah, right. This one here. Let's get back to that move. This time I'll check beforehand. So Fanatical Lime Rose. Okay.
Not this Rose?
No, not this Rose. It's an earlier one. Yeah, one of these two.
Yeah. I think it's the second Rose, because the first Rose, he fills in the upper hole, and the second Rose he took 4 points.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the same. Yeah, either you protect, that's basically a 50-50, as blue is the starting player, or you go for the indirect protection. Problem would be leaving this cap empty.
What about turning it downwards? Because in this play, your opponent only get one tile to fully block you. Two tiles.
Yeah.
2 tiles? Oh, 2 tiles.
Yeah. It's the penultimate rose. So there's 1 rose left, and this road Dorito, which yellow then used in the end.
Yeah, then it is not a good move.
I don't think so, because you don't have anything to defend. So actually this move here would be
the best.
might be the best one.
Yeah. So it is better than the other two directions. We only need to compare this with the direct protection.
Yeah.
I think this is stronger. This is stronger.
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah. I think the odds are definitely better to close the city.
Yeah, and we really do not need to think about the expectations, because if you manage to finish and drop a 9-point farmer, it is just your game, I think.
It is a W indeed.
Yeah, so
And on the spot.
we need to just calculate the probabilities, and we don't need to think the other things like your additional value you will get from the direct protection, or the possible value you might lose due to the indirect protection, because I don't think they are necessary for analyzing the win probabilities.
Yeah, and this is especially great because Yellow, of course, would love to score these 4 points, but that would lead to a direct protection. So only 2 crossroads left that would still go there, and none of them kills this. If a vanilla is gone, both crossroads would lead to a 50-50 over here.
Yeah.
But a 50-50 is still a great shot at winning the game.
Right.
So yeah, and now we filled the time we needed to fill, and CT and with should be starting momentarily. If you are really interested in the actual probabilities there, we may get back to this after CT and with are finished. If you still have the time, then just let me know afterwards.
Okay.
So here we go with. Does he need an introduction? I don't know. Is he currently rated #1 in the ELO rating? Maybe. Might even be his top rating, although I think he has a top rating of 860 something.
No, 895.
895?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just several weeks ago, he achieved 895 with a mix of expansion games and base games.
Okay, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah, expansion, right. We've played quite a lot of expansion games, and I think, I'm not sure, at least in earlier years, also the strategic variant with drawing 3 tiles, or always having 3 tiles in hand until the end of the game. And that's not based Carcassonne, so if one achieves a high rating like that, then it doesn't count for the overall ELO top score. And by the way, Mr. Lammkeule from Germany had a rating of 900, I think 1 or 2, also playing expansions. Or
yeah,
in his case, I think just the first one, but I'm not sure. And it's years ago. I would need to check my bookmarks, have this saved somewhere.
But I think that's different because Lammkeule, he's a pure expansion player. So if we are doing the seeding, imagine we are doing the seeding of CCL 2027. Will Viv's 895 counted in these seedings? If not, what should be his ELO rating? This will be a problem.
Exactly. That's exactly a great question. Gladly, I don't have to answer that. That's for Sergey to figure out. And Lammkeule, at least in his time, he doesn't play Carcassonne anymore. Preferred the expansion over the base game, but he's a pretty strong base game player as well. Like you, he's a former world champion. Although more than 20 years ago. No, not more than 20 years ago. I think 2007 or 8. But he said goodbye to Carcassonne, very sadly. So if anyone sees him, say hi for me. Looks like my guest is gone. Let's hope you come back.
What?
Okay.
I'm gone.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Still there.
Can you hear me?
It looks like OBS is picking up, but I don't have you on my headphones. Not sure why.
Can you hear me?
Let's try again.
Can you hear me?
Not sure. So,
hi.
Well, let me refresh. I will be back in a few seconds. Yeah, thanks, Volker. It's just Video Ninja acting up.
So now is it okay?
Now, yeah, I can hear you again. Thanks.
Yeah. Many things has happened here. I have to say some strange moves by CT. Firstly, that right-handed dagger. He placed his two meeples together, and now is at the danger to get blocked. And then he uses his then he uses his road tile to get 3 road points, and making his monastery quite in danger. But he maybe he knows that he will get a road monastery soon, so he creates that hole.
Yeah, maybe he has some knowledge of the stack or the RNG random number generator. I don't know. For now, he has a nice lead, but all this pressure here by the relentless Frenchman might turn this game rather quickly with just a few tiles and onto a path that doesn't lead to a yellow win.
Yeah.
A lot hinging on these 3 squares for now. Ooh.
I don't like this move.
I don't like this move as well. And I think yellow should use their Dorito there. It also takes away options of placing something here to create a platform to kill this. And especially blue then can't use, I don't know, curves like that, because yellow could defend and at the same time kill blue city. Yeah. Lock is correct. Just because I'm using skull and crossbones, I tend to call it kill. Nah, that's a miss.
Now you do not get the protect tile.
Yeah.
And what do you do with that extender? I think you try to block his ring road, or you dump it somewhere.
Yeah, although that's
not a block.
Not a strong move.
Yeah.
Also not a strong move. Yeah, but now you have to.
Maybe you dump it on the.
Yeah, that's
on here.
better. That's better.
That's better.
especially because this leads to an easy kill over here, as there are no right-handed daggers left.
And we've managed to block the 2 meeples of CT just in time.
Yep.
Just before CT gets the critical tile.
Yeah. That here. If yellow loses the game, this Dorito was the culprit. Would be, I don't know. Would have been so great.
Yeah. This is a strong move by yellow.
It is threatening this one upon completion. There might even be the 50-50 limitation to the quad crossroad. Now yellow has the kill.
And meanwhile, blocking blue's expansion of the field.
Yeah, this as well, right? Yellow doesn't go for the kill. Instead, endangers their city, or gives blue a chance to endanger the city.
And yellow does not want to block blue's route to a 50-50 into a 4 crossroad.
Yeah. I mean, as blue, do you even defend here, given that there are these 2 threats available, even though yellow didn't act on this left one?
I don't think so.
I mean, the defense would be this one. And does this really improve the chances of the city? Slightly, but wow.
It kind of works because it indirectly continue your own field.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that then would be a thing to consider.
I still don't think it is the best move. Not quite sure what to do now.
Yeah, I think with the road, the field continuation and the 6-point road you might create if you get a rose. This
it is
actually
playable.
Playable at least. Yeah. On the other hand, you might need roses up top as well. So now yellow went for the kill. So looks like they waited for a shieldless tile. Of course, this also gives an option for yellow to attack the field.
But now yellow has only 1 meeple. Maybe after he gets monastery meeple back, he can do this.
And there's only 1 starting tile left after blue got the penultimate one for yellow up top here. Yellow kills at least blue's city here, even though that quite likely will become a sizable ruin with any triple city tile, at least 7-pointer then, with options to expand on the left side if yellow doesn't block them. Blue adds more caps, doesn't opt to protect the road, and gets more caps, and there is the starting tile for yellow. Great news for us as well. There is a kill for blue.
Yeah.
This was the last regular monastery. Tough news for yellow. Do you continue the city or don't you? The one thing I can say with confidence is you don't play this one, because then there are killing options available.
Yeah.
And
I think
it looks
he
like
did the correct decision. Speaking of result.
Yeah, it's not easy for blue to attack. There aren't a lot of city plus road tiles left. And yellow closes the city. Blue adds an
huge.
insurance farmer. We'll see. When they manage to pad this field, or especially get the caps to score the cities themselves, this could work. Else, looks to me like in the long run, yellow should have the upper hand. Still options to liberate this monastery here. If necessary, they could re-attack blue's ruin later, of course. But
I think
twin
the game
caps,
is still young, and I think it's just still a 50-50 game. Because blue also has some guild tiles. He's almost guaranteed to get some points on his ruin and on the left side of the board. And then there's one and only quadruple crossroad that can get him back a maple.
Yeah. This year I would have placed at the bottom one, just because then there's only one connection tile left, and you might be able to kill both connections and later attack this field as yellow. And with this year, you basically save this option for blue to connect and don't do anything about this one.
Yeah.
So the prospects of attacking one of the fields definitely didn't improve by this move by yellow. So blue gets the quad crossroads, gets the precious second meeple in hand.
But yellow is keep drawing city caps and quick points.
Yeah, maybe even go for this one. There aren't a lot of caps left.
Yeah, but blue draws the critical tile, and there's a 7-point move, and might be game winning because the board is kind of dry, and
it was
as
a 10-point
yellow
move.
Oh yeah, 10-point move. Yeah, as yellow, now you have to evaluate whether you have to attack the field.
As long as this the road monastery, which would be a 10-point move again, 7 for the monastery, 3 for killing this doubly scoring city. Might
10-point,
not.
I don't think it is enough because we should be assessing that Viv is ahead by 16 now, because a horse or a cow tile will give him 6 points.
At least 6 points.
Yeah. Need to have some water.
Because there are actually 5 of the triple cities out there, and 3 come with the shield. So that would be 7. And water is a good idea. So blue starts another city on the top left.
So I cannot see your screenshot now.
Might be your connection. It's marked red over here. Yeah, and now you're gone.
I'm gone. I think now I'm back because I can see the screenshot of you now.
Okay, I think we have the same problem as earlier. Sound is picked up on OBS, and now you're back.
Yeah. There's some lag, maybe due to internet connection problems.
That might be.
And I don't like this wave move because there's only one city cap to finish.
Yeah.
And city goes for the ninja farm. And in all likelihood, Viv will connect the field with this curving hand.
Yeah. He should. And this ninja farmer here, I mean, has not even the 50-50 shot at the bottom, 2 tiles to connect, 2 to block, but it also has the road monastery to connect the other way around.
Yeah.
And by the way, even the crossroad, of course, would give the road monastery option. So it's better than 50%, maybe. And there are other options to block this. But given this situation here, I don't know if yellow makes this and gets another one into the field, which is actually why I don't like this curve. Then this still had this one here with the remaining curve. Doesn't work anymore as this was drawn, but still. And road monastery as well, although there's nothing except, the curve could have been used to set up this road monastery connection, but yellow needs the curve at the bottom.
Almost all the tiles left is big tiles, which you cannot use for field connection. So I really don't know how yellow can get his second meeple.
Over here would have been an idea. But neither yellow nor we did see this, I think.
Yeah,
else
but
they definitely should have dropped the farmer here when they, or here, I don't know, when they liberated the monastery. Although this cow wasn't in place back then, so any horse over here would have killed this connection.
Yeah, quite a win for the French player. And we noticed that the player with the yellow meeple only have 1 second on the clock when he's down.
And that might also be a reason for rushed moves like that one.
Yeah. But I think that one is okay.
Yeah.
He just cannot find another place to get his second farmer in. And in fact, he gets the connection tile. He gets the Dorito with the road. But he does not use it as a connection tile because he cannot get his second. He cannot get his second farmer.
Yeah, I'm just not convinced whether trying to go for the field when you quite likely would need a second connection as well was their best shot at winning this game or increasing their win probability. That's all. The move itself, if you know or think that you need to attack the field, was quite good because the direct or the indirect connection with the road monastery. Just not sure if it's the right choice of attacking vector, let's say. I mean, dodging all these triple cities quite likely wasn't in the cards. Re-attacking might quite likely was, and then there's this road monastery still in the deck. I'm not sure, but it starts here with this one. I think the key would have been to separate these fields, divide and conquer, as the Romans say, or divide et impera, did the Romans say, actually. Divide and conquer would be more like English-speaking guys, of course. So, second one, first points for Viv. Also good start for yellow, but they don't get a cap. And blue, therefore, immediately counters this nice extender city. Builds up their side.
All the things are equal.
Yeah, more or less. So which monastery spot do we use?
I think the rightward one is better because this one is too dangerous.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, one dagger is gone, so 2 left for here. If any city piece would land there, but still building this road nicely next to your monastery should work fine.
Here?
I don't really see why this would be better, except for maybe the option to stack monasteries there.
I don't either.
Yeah, maybe this here is an answer to this question. Because once blue places anything there, they could harass 2 of yellow's squares.
But it's something that is a little bit far away. Yeah, we can consider this move. And also we can consider this is also a choice.
Yeah. Hey, MTU, by the way, if you're still there. Yeah, that's not ideal for blue, but there really wasn't anything else.
That's pretty much the only way that blue can use this tile, because the other ways of using this tile is helping your opponent.
Yeah, sometimes this happens. I just had a game yesterday where I was forced in the beginning to supply 2 road ends to my opponent's road, and it was worth 5 points, including the starting tile. So actually, pretty annoying start, but it happens sometimes.
And one thing happens quite often is that you draw a quadruple road, and then you are forced to give your opponent that quadruple road end and even finish the road for him.
Yep, and that exactly was one of the 2 tiles. I think you could guess the other one. As I said, it was the beginning of the game. There are 2 options, actually. There are 2 options. Although...
and rose?
Yeah, there are 2 options. You said rose, right? Or horse?
Yeah, rose.
Yeah. Okay. Almost the rose, but I mean the rose and the horse in cases like that are almost the same, because both have only roads and city edges.
Yeah.
So both would have worked in that case. At least I think so. Yeah, must have been. It's, no other. Although there might be other options. Yeah, doesn't matter. Let's focus on this one, where the rows help yellow. And yes, of course, you claim the road here. Don't want to give blue an easy 6-pointer.
Yeah.
Or 5-pointer if you take the 1 point to the monastery into account as well. Yeah, blue, meanwhile, got one of the daggers, but are restricted to the other kind as well. Nonetheless, they fight for this city. They want to keep their meeples.
Yeah, so as yellow, do you attack the city with this tile?
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There are too many straightish pieces out there. Even if they, in some cases, with crossroads, for example, would restrict this prime monastery square, but just this one here, which is perfect for blue, setting up this monastery square here, protecting the city. Quite likely I wouldn't use a straight there, not with 5 straights, starting tile, crossroads, all still out there.
Yeah.
But it works for yellow, and they even pressure the monastery square, actually take this one away. And it's looking good for them.
Quite good for yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do this.
Okay, blue enters, or rather wins this mini battle up top. Quite likely hopes to expand there. Yellow closes the city. It's the last dagger, so yeah, rightfully so. This one here will continue with road building later on if he gets a chance, as now there are killing options for blue available. If they happen to draw anything, go there with a city plus field edge combo. Yellow took the field, which currently sits at 6 points. Should grow on the left side, might grow somewhere else, of course, and they could even just dump this somewhere. Not a fan of this here due to the loop road option, whereas this road doesn't help anyone.
Now as blue, you draw this Dorito with road. Do you add 1 point to your top ruin, or do you connect at the left?
There are still 2 splitters out there, so I'd rather keep that option available for me. Even if the splitter doesn't really do a lot, given that this city lands on yellow's field. But it might still be better, especially later on in combination with a 6-point farmer, than not using the splitter there. And up top here, you have the chance to restrict its monastery square to, well, 2. Because there are 2 each available of both monastery varieties. On the other hand, with your road here, it's a bit annoying. Maybe this here is the better option or something like this. He opts to simply take away the cap. Seems fine, actually. Yellow gets the road meeple back. Blue closes the city. And I mean, yellow, if they don't dump these on their field, I consider this one, but with this monastery square, you don't do anything up top except for maybe a limitation like that. restricting use of city tiles there?
I think your initial move is you can consider do that because there are still two monastery with and without the road. So no matter how your opponent reacts, how your opponent blocks, you still have at least two choices.
Yeah, and in some cases, my opponent just gets a curve and I could entangle their road with this restricted square.
Yeah.
Which could be profitable. Oh yeah, blue used this splitter there. There's only one cow left, so this option isn't really that likely. Nonetheless,
goes for
blue
it.
jumps on the immediate chance.
Because he thinks he's behind.
He is behind, and after this extender up top, it looks to me like blue has to risk quite a bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, so do you take away the 3 horses as road ends from yellow?
I think I just block his monastery.
Oh yeah, that's still alive as well. Yeah, then we just block the monastery, of course. Yeah, because a curve for blue over here, and then blue basically has great chances to still liberate this, even 7 or maybe 6, because we need 1 vanilla over here. So we have 4 monasteries and the 2 remaining vanillas on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kill is a must. You're completely spot on there.
Oh.
That's a miss,
why do you do this?
I think. I don't know, setting up points to score, but I mean, you are ahead. You have 5-pointer waiting to happen. You have an almost perfect monastery setup up top.
Yeah, maybe I think City wanted to protect his city at the left, but I don't think it is necessary. Because firstly, it is not a good protect. Because if you're gonna do this, and then your opponent will draw a road tile. A road tile is enough because there's no city cap with roads.
Yeah, exactly. All continuations then would give the self block. Yeah, definitely doesn't strike me as ideal.
But now City gets the critical tile, and I think he just wins this game.
Not so fast. Not so fast.
Why not?
Why not? Because yellow is down up 15. Sorry, but the field is already worth 12. There's still this monastery on the right side, so blue could get the meeple back, and it's not inconceivable for them to take over the field, which would be a 24-point swing. And if yellow doesn't get a monastery soon, blue might even restrict or kill that square and take away the 9-point option from yellow there. So
I mean, it's just
more likely for yellow to win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I concur.
Especially after the block of the monastery.
Yeah.
And it turns out that yellow managed to achieve the maximal scoring, get 4 points, and then still blocking that blue monastery.
Yeah, if you know which tiles you get. Yeah, rough for blue. They could restrict yellow's monastery square to exactly 1. Set up an evil hamster there. But in some cases, this might also expand the field to the left if someone goes there. But actually, it might give blue chances to attack the field there even.
Yes.
If needs must, that could be better than somewhere over here.
Yeah, it is less blockable.
Yeah, at least with this permutation. That's actually not a bad idea by yellow. Giving them horses to restrict the life of this blue meeple to the one and only splitter remaining, as this was dead, is dead, or would be dead. But this also here works great. Yeah, and now the city is dead.
That's a block.
As that was blue's only option to get this one out there alive.
Yeah. You don't need to do anything about the city.
Yep, it's dead. Because once a horse is placed here, which is the only tile that still fits there, well, the only tile that fits below it is a horse, and then we are officially dead.
Blue wins the evil hamster, though.
Yeah, but at -3, against 2 meeples, blue has to attack the field.
Yeah.
Don't see any other way. So if yellow gets the chance, they for one should kill this option and maybe add an insurance farmer somewhere, preferably somewhere where it also scores 3 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
You first continue your city, forcing your opponent to waste a tile on blocking.
Yeah, but maybe blue just doesn't block. Maybe blue hopes to get this one to later attack and block. Maybe that's what they need to go for.
Yeah, when you're behind, blocking is usually not the way to go.
Yep, exactly. And they still do.
They still do it.
We're at +4 for yellow. So they only need, they are second player, and the field is still worth 12 points.
So they need
yellow just
8
needs
points.
8. 2, 6 to go. Again, 8. Also, nice setup here to attack the field for a, yeah, blue's case 50-50 with the straight.
I don't think, I think as yellow, you don't do anything about that. You just calmly take 4 points on the left, 2 points for the city and 2 points for the road.
Yep. Seems to be the correct move. Then you are at +8 and only need to score 4 more points. Maybe you need to score 6 if blue gets one of the quick point tiles, and
if blue gets one of the quick point tiles and
no, then yellow could just block the only connection option, right? The other one would be here.
Yellow chooses the farmer.
and yellow wins.
Okay, and yellow gets it, and he wins.
They don't even connect. They don't need to, as these two squares are dead.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time to figure this out, and time is of the essence here. Yeah.
Connect is okay because you win without these 3 points. You just want
if you know the score, it
maximum.
is 4 points plus 5 in the end for yellow. But close, bit too close for comfort. At least it would have been for me. You never know. Although in this case, you know there's nothing to score and trigger a scoring animation. But under many circumstances, it would be highly advised to never go below 15 seconds, just to be sure to still have a few seconds left to execute a move, even after a scoring animation. Yeah, and
quite
meanwhile,
interestingly, if we look at the summary stats, it's Viv who gets the better tile runouts, but it does not seem like that in the process of the game.
This happens. Sometimes all the caps you get don't lead to a great game. MTU sent me a link to a game lately, a few days ago, where I think one party drew 19 caps out of 22 or 18, and still lost. And both, I think, didn't combine for more than 100 points. So it was both roughly around 50 points. And I mean, not master level players, but still internationals. So that was a slugfest. So meanwhile, King Didi from Australia won versus Lazy Boar. Sadly couldn't cover that one as well. There's just too much stuff running, and actually they had scheduled their match for yesterday, and then I would have been able to cover this. So maybe if you have to reschedule, take a look at the games that are already scheduled on your possible date. Try to find a better spot.
MTU is commenting that with the tiles left, the Viv attack on the field does not make sense, and it seems to be the case because even if CT does not draw a straight road, he can draw something that can block Viv's entrance, because at that time the tiles were a cap, a splitter, and a horse, right?
Yeah, the horse.
So all of them can block.
Yep. You're right, or MTU is right. So this would have been a block, and the others as well. Maybe in the end it doesn't really matter, because Blue knew they needed to win, to tie the field to even have a chance. So just go for it. Maybe your opponent makes a mistake. I think that was their only hope
in the
at this
time
point.
trouble.
Exactly, especially with time trouble. So the decider, first points for Weave, restricts Yellow City, takes the field. Yeah, insurance move there, I'd say. If this gets killed, it's definitely an okay trade-off. The question, though, is will Yellow drop a farmer right there and then?
I don't think so. I don't think you do that.
Yeah, I have to concur. I don't think it's necessary to drop that right there. Once Blue connects here, sure, and you have all this open space there, why not? But this here could
Yes.
still lead to situations like that and being walled off on the left side as well. And then you are down with 2 versus 1 meeples in some cases.
Yes, so that's why I don't like the road attack by blue.
Yeah. It opens up again. On the other hand, and you could go for this restriction.
Yeah.
It's a bit iffy due to your city on the right side, but why not? Yeah. Maybe? Nah, rather not, right?
Maybe you don't do this because the blue city is a triple city, and it is not likely that his city will be finished anytime soon.
Yeah, I'd rather wait, and I wouldn't even mind. Let's pick this one. A restriction by blue. Still okay chances to close this city. Yellow even thought about a farmer there for a second. Yeah.
You never do that.
Yeah, you not.
I
won't.
I'm never do that.
But some folks definitely consider this one. At least it looked like it. The timing. I mean, I can't look into their brains, but the timing is often quite suggestive.
Yeah.
Maybe threatening another crossroad here, while there's also options to threaten crossroads for the other road as well.
This is the most intuitive move, and this is also okay.
Yeah, this works.
I think what yellow is thinking is that you can block the connection platform of the blue field meeple, and then trap him into a 3-pointer.
Yeah, I mean, that is the aforementioned mini battle that would be okay for blue. Because once yellow closes his city, the advantage definitely goes to yellow in that exchange. If yellow closes that one, I would even consider a farmer on the right side.
Yeah.
To double down on this dagger, and if not, well, at least have a secondary field there. Okay, blue preempts this idea.
Yeah,
on the other hand,
the top right farm is likely to be worth 6 points.
Yeah, so yellow really has to play against the square. And the problem of reducing this here to a crossroad would be, of course, that yellow gives up on getting 2 more cities on their fields. Yeah, but blue knows what's up, protects this square, basically forces yellow to connect. With the monastery, wasting a 7-point monastery spot, tough to pull the trigger on. The one good thing, or 2 good things for yellow up top here is, for one, this connection, and on the other hand, if blue tries to block from the left side, which this won't do, as he would risk the health of his city up top. So he definitely will wait to close the city and then attack. And therefore, I think yellow should go for this one. Could even leave this without a meeple.
I think with two meeples in hand, you can occupy that. You can meeple that.
Yeah, you could, but do you need to? I don't think so.
Yeah, because if Viv draws a city cap without road, he will prioritize finishing his prioritize finishing his bottom city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or will he? Because the bottom city looks very vulnerable in
I
any
think
way.
one Dorito
Yeah.
basically gives this great chances. If not, we'd see this year, of course, highly volatile. I don't expect blue to kill both cities. They just wait. They are patient.
I think it's
Yellow,
yellow who want to kill both cities because it will
yeah,
separate the blue farmer.
yeah. Especially with a dagger, that would be pretty sweet, preventing options from blue to increase this ruin here. So the question is, do you do something about this now?
You can do it. You can do a indirect defense like this.
Yeah, there's only one left-handed dagger still in the deck, so chances for yellow are looking quite good there. Blue takes a possible 6-point road, which is not ideal, as well as the road closure would give yellow a chance to up the pressure on blue city.
Yeah. But I think it is just Viv's style. He likes to score really aggressively.
Yeah, so what does yellow do? Maybe
This?
This maybe even threatening the immediate kill. I'm not convinced, but just putting it out there for you to chime in.
I don't like that because I prefer to wait. I prefer to wait until I draw a road tile, and the yellow move is, I think it's worse than it's worse than your idea because it's kind of more likely to protect blue city.
Yeah,
But now he can. Why doesn't he block? Why doesn't he block?
He was maybe a bit apprehensive because of restrictions like that one.
Makes
but
sense.
Yeah, I get it, but
it seems that blocking is stronger.
Yeah, looks definitely like it. About the safety of blue's city, once he would use anything over here, would go for the curve, the cow as well, would be liable to this 50-50 block to the one remaining left-handed dagger. So it's definitely isn't a strong move. Not as strong as killing, of course. There is at least a bit of upside. I'm still not convinced this actually was better than the other way. And I'm also not convinced that the other way would have been the best move in this case. So yellow is waiting for another monastery over here, and they get the monastery. Blue gets to save their city square, still 3 tiles left. Prime tile for yellow to disrupt the city, of course, would be the horse, forcing the dagger and 2 more caps. And the safest approach for blue, well, then they'd have 3 tiles and they'd need to get 2 before yellow does anything on the right side. In some cases, they could use a cow there as well. Definitely not easy for blue to close this one.
But I think as blue, you would like to use two city caps for closing the two things at the right hand side, because after this triangle, there is only one and only splitter that can fill this tile, but there are one vertical splitter and 3 vanilla caps that can do the same, do the job for you.
Yep. Definitely. So if he gets the splitter, it quite surely will land there. Later on, with better odds to get the splitter, and maybe a bit of desperation, he might use this one as well. But yeah, drawing 2 of the caps to close there might be more likely, especially in case of the twin caps, which would also supply another cap onto, as of now, blue's field.
Now, as yellow, do you kill both the cities? I think, yeah, 2 options. I like the killing options better because I think you are a little bit ahead.
Yep, you are. And you get the monastery meeple back, then you could attack the 12-point field and
see you again.
Okay. I can still hear you. I see you. Just try to refresh. Else I try to reconnect if it doesn't work. Does it work?
It works.
Okay.
And it seems yellow chooses the another way. And blue chooses to put his last meeple on a city. Given that there are still 3 right-handed daggers left, so yellow pointing the, yeah, now you kill that.
This here didn't work. Yeah. Now they kill. Definitely a good idea there. Maybe this trying to contain this field as is, trying to play against both these caps if you can't meeple them.
Yeah, a good idea. Because I don't see many other strong options.
This would be an option with a lot of meeples in hand, but not with one.
But yeah, you only have one meeple.
And here we go. This would have been a prime chance to immediately restrict this to a 50-50.
Yeah.
Instead, yellow,
no.
I mean, this doesn't do a lot. Blue protects. Yeah, there's still this splitter there.
I think the meaning of the yellow's extender move is to pre-build a big ruin at the bottom, because he thinks that he might get the long-term meeple advantage because he will be able to get the 1 or even 2 monasteries back.
Yeah. And so the extender is to prevent the reattacking option then. Yeah, that would make sense. I just think going up top has way more upside, so it's no-brainer to me. No-brainer would be too much, but definitely I think going up top would have been a better move.
Right.
Yeah, yellow plays it safe on the left side. Didn't go for the immediate field connection, as that would endanger both monasteries.
Now you have to do that. Oh, you do this.
I mean, yeah, there is still 1 and 2 here, but
Is
just
playing with
imagine blue drawing the
fire.
remaining crossroad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think you're
That's,
playing with fire, especially
yeah.
when you are ahead.
Yeah.
You tend to play safely.
Just take the 2 points, connect for another 9 points. Yeah, CT blocked the cities in the middle just to prevent the field unification. And by the way, blue got the left-handed dagger and also was able to get away with this city, which definitely wasn't necessary. Didn't get you. Come again?
I mean, now anyone can win this game.
Yeah, right. Definitely. So critical, especially the crossroads, but also the curve, which would grant yellow this connection as well. Yeah. There are not a lot of options to still attack this field. Basically, it's here either through the starting tile or with the remaining vanilla or daggers, actually, would work as well.
Vanilla is better because you need some daggers for your rightward city.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, daggers can't be choosers. So in the end, if blue gets the straight one and doesn't have any other shot, they'd go here. If, for example, it's only the 1 dagger left, this doesn't do a lot for the city then. So you'd rather go for the 12-point move or possible 12-point move there.
Now this road monastery is not easy for blue to play because there is no simple 2 pointers. Oh, he chooses to attack now.
Yeah, but the vanilla goes to yellow.
This is a blocking. This is a blocking move to block big city because there are I think more caps with road than without road.
Yeah, there are only caps with road. So if blue would have gotten, let's do it. Yeah, if blue gets the splitter, they should place it there. Then there is no block available as of now.
Correct. Now there's the possible block, but I think you still go there. And it's worth mentioning that yellow draws the 2 connection tiles in a row that blue needs. So blue's field attack is dead now.
Yeah, but this is an alternative win condition for blue if they also get these connection tiles for yellow here, or basically the crossroad would be enough.
Yeah.
They just have to figure out this situation and yeah, this looks
but
like
I'm
a
not
must
quite
because
sure. You do this.
Yeah, and then there's the dagger, which also kills immediately. So
yeah,
there are 3 killing tiles for yellow available. And there would have been none in the other direction. Other direction, quite likely this year, would have been the most severe restriction, forcing blue to need the remaining rotary to end another cap.
It seems to be the case, but blue does draw the triple crossroad, and he will go here. Definitely.
Yeah, he has
But
to.
it
And
is
now this one bites yellow. On the other hand, the monk they gained scores 5 points at the top, or if you prefer,
he
these
chooses
10 points.
2 points. In fact, I think the 2-point move is not automatically the best move, because after this move, blue has not secured the win. No. Because yellow still have 2 moves, and in all likelihood they will get 2 more points in the ruin. So Viv need to get a lot of points. Now it's a coin flip for the for which one?
It doesn't matter,
now
I think. If blue
Yeah,
gets
I
all the
think
roads, he scores 7, but then yellow scores 2 additional points.
yeah, so
And-
it will be a win on the tie by
Right.
yellow. Right.
Yeah. And that's exactly going back to this one here. Claiming the 5 points would have given with a 50-50 chance. That
Right.
is drawing the curve. Not claiming these 5 points led to a situation where, well, outscoring yellow was tricky.
Yeah, you need to bank on the fact that yellow does not draw the extender with the shield, because it is a 2-point move. And then you might need yellow to get the curve, because yellow cannot. Yellow can score 1 point with the curve.
Actually, both happened. Blue got the extender, so yellow didn't get anything with the shield, and yellow got the curve. So this permutation was quite with friendly.
Whether yellow gets it gets a curve does not matter, I think, because curve and some unshielded city tiles are both 1 point.
Yeah, you still have time or not?
Yeah, I still have time.
Okay, then let's take a look at this one, at this crossroads move for blue. What was it? Damn it. Was it 122 or 32?
Yeah, I just think Viv plays that crossroad move a bit too fast. He still have a lot of time.
Yeah. I still need to get one move backwards to refresh the score, else it doesn't work. So now we have the correct scores. So yellow is at +5.
We're 5 behind.
Yep, we are 5 behind. Let me increase the tiles.
So now, if we take 5 points, it's merely a 50-50. Yeah, it's a 50-50
for the
anyway.
curve. Yeah.
Right. Yellow does not has. I can't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
Connection fell again.
I'm still there. Do you hear me? I'm still there. I'm still there. I can still hear you. And you are gone. At least for now. Quite likely refreshing. Anyone still out there? Yeah, looks like it. So then let's just wait for Xiangyu for a few seconds. Guess he will come back and we'll talk about the situation. Yeah, the most prominent tiles that, or the most crucial tiles still left in a deck, basically is the rows. There is a 4-pointer on the left side. There is a 4-pointer on the right side.
It two of flip post.
Yep, that's what I highlighted just when you were offline for a few seconds there.
Okay.
Because this rows here scores 4 on the left or right side, and it doesn't look like yellow will invest anything to try and restrict this. They just will pad the ruin with the city tiles.
Tile of the 5.
Yep.
On the
yeah, although
it matters.
It doesn't matter. You're right. Actually, it matters if you take the 5 points and set up a 6-point city. Okay, if you say so.
I don't think that too. I think if you 5 point X for the
you still take the 5 points on the left, or at worst 3 points somewhere.
It's not because it is quite with you know that next or after, so it's like be one of
blue is starting player. They have the crossroads in hand. We still have 6 sets to go. Yeah, then that would be true. Getting it on the third or second to last turn of blue. And now your voice is like a robot again. Okay, robotic. Okay.
Okay.
I actually don't know what's up there because I can hear you fine, and not sure what OBS does about this. Mute you once and unmute you. Maybe this changes something. I don't think so. There's not a lot I can do except for kicking you out and forcing you to refresh, but don't think this works. Here is a reconnect mic button. Let me try this one. So please speak again, and let's hear from Volker if this had any effect.
Okay. Is if plays find the crossroad, what he the not of T10 play 5.
Stop a moment. Stop a moment. Sorry, your video is freezing. No, the complete video is freezing on OBS, but it works totally fine on Video Ninja. I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, seems to work. Try again, please. It's still frozen. Sorry. Damn it.
No.
Yeah, I actually don't get it because over here on my in my control room on Video Ninja, which for those who don't know, that's the service we use to connect, and It usually works fine, depending, of course, on internet connections. But in there, Xiangyu moves and talks, and I hear him quite well on my headphones. There wasn't any problem there. And so if this distortion comes through OBS onto YouTube, I actually don't know where to look and what to change. So let's try again. Please move a bit, please talk a bit, and do we see? Okay, no, it's still frozen. I don't know what's the problem there. This is a shame because I don't have a backup recording. I just rely on YouTube to do the recording.
So
Yeah.
Connection.
Yeah. Volker, let me know. Was Xiangyu audible with his last two sentences? Because I just turned your video off, Xiangyu. Maybe this helps. And if not, then indeed we cut it right here. I think the gist is not better. Okay, then let me summarize and rephrase Xiangyu.
Okay.
Basically, even if blue goes here, kills this connection, then he still needs to draw the rows to score max points. So likely 5 over here, maybe 4 over there, and later the row, depending on what yellow does. Yeah, he's gone. I killed Xiangyu's video. Now the video is on again, and he should reappear. Actually, I mean, he could still try. Why not? And now he should be back, but I don't know if the voice will be. Looks like it's no. It's
No.
I don't know. Maybe some problem with OBS. I don't know. Again, Video Ninja is fine. I can hear you. So just correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll correct then myself. So basically, blue still needs to get the rows, and drawing this one on their last turn doesn't help because then they'd only score these 5 points and not additional points. For example, the 5-point road on the left, which definitely wouldn't be enough. So basically, after this move, blue's chance was only 1 in 3, roughly. I think that's a good estimate. And if blue would have taken these 5 points, then they'd equalize the score for now. And they'd be likely to score more than yellow. But of course, they need to draw the curve. But that's a 50-50. Preferably, of course, they would draw the curve on their last move to just take this here. And of course, get the rows as well, just to maximize their scoring potential. Not their potential, their actual scoring. So anything to add, Xiangyu?
I think once is X property in
Okay.
S one because I think Wing Chun just things.
Okay. So
because if you play 5 points, you curve the is at 5 points. So is 10 points. 2 points more than what if.
Okay, so let me paraphrase. Xiangyu criticizes that my wording wasn't correct. Estimation is not the right term because this seems to be the exact winning probabilities as the game hinges on the curve then. So with this move, it's 50%. And with the other option, it's 33%. And because if blue gets the curve, he scores the 5 points. stop. Let me start over. If blue gets these 5 points and gets the curve to score another 5 points, that would be 10, which is 2 more than he actually scored. Actually, 1 more than he actually scored, because he was at 84 in the end, and now he's at 75. But that's correct. So it looks like this here would have been the correct move. So is anyone still there? Then let me know if Xiangyu is still audible or still frozen. To me, it looks like he's frozen on OBS. I don't know. Yeah, okay. That's true. That's true. That's always true. So he says that it's quite difficult to calculate the right move when you're playing, and he's spot on there, because you have, first of all, have to know if you track, you have to know all the tiles. If you don't track, you have to count. And then you have to count the score, although in this case that should be rather easy, because you know the scores of these parts this year by now, and it's not tricky to just count yellow's ruin there. And for an accurate assessment, you would need to know all these things. And I don't know about with time on the clock, but it might not have been more than 4 or 5 minutes. So it could be close to assess the situation correctly and then analyze whether this or that move is the one to be played. And MTU says we've had 8 minutes. Okay, then this argument isn't valid. Then he had enough time to figure things out. In the end, to sum it up, yellow got the curve. Yellow won the coin flip. Yellow would have connected. Yellow would have won no matter what. So at least the Frenchman can sleep safe and sound. His do we want to call it a mistake? I don't know, but maybe it is a mistake, all things considered. At least didn't cost him the game. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly why I was apprehensive there. A mistake, at least in my book, is a clear-cut mistake. So something you don't need 5 minutes to analyze, but a move that is an immediate, boy, why did he do that? For example, this crossroad on the left, I wouldn't consider a mistake. There are merits for going there. But I still don't think it's the correct move. So wording is tricky, especially if you're not a native. So, okay, yeah, thanks, Volker, sorry. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Special thanks to Xiangyu for taking the time. Yeah, always a pleasure to have you. I hope we will get to do this more often, I should say, because this was exactly what I envisioned when I started streaming, having a co-host who is more knowledgeable than me and chimes.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure that you definitely added a good chunk of worthwhile information to this stream. Are these words more acceptable? For those who still have Xiangyu as a robot, he said, no, he's not more knowledgeable than me. So always the gentleman. Doesn't matter. We won't get into a dispute about who's more knowledgeable here. I think you definitely added great value to this stream, and I definitely would love to have you on more often. So MTU asks about the standings, and this is one thing we could, of course, still do. So our protagonists today, Aki stack. Yeah, again. Sadly for him, he will lose his match next week by a clean slate of 0-2. Else I'm out, so there's no other option there. Sorry, Aki. But of course, he might still win against these Wise Maze type guy from Germany. And against Stefanakis, he definitely should have a chance as well. So no matter what, he will have a chance to reach the playoffs. He basically only needs 1-0 in one of these 2 games to secure that, as his worst tiebreaker with 1-0 would be 7-4. I won't bother to using the simulator, but I could show you quickly. Here is a simulator which you could activate and just select the results, then calculate to figure out the standings, which we will use in the last week. For now, it's way too much. So, and with, well, drop down to 2 versus 1 matches, slightly inferior tiebreaker than Aki now, but still good chances, especially. Although, yeah, he's the favorite versus King Didi, but he was the favorite today as well. And King Didi is a good player, I'd say. He is a master, definitely is able to play a strong game. And Phosphate with, I basically hope for this one here to be decisive in week 5. And it might very well be, as Phosphate is at the exact match and game count as Viv. So one of these 2 quite likely could still be ousted by a loss in week 5. Yeah, then Didi, which we didn't cover, just noticed the score 1 versus Lazy Boar. This is Lazy Boar's first loss, but tiebreaker still good. On the other hand, will be the underdog versus Nallerheim. Should definitely have a good chance versus Complex V and H. What else we had? Oh, damn it. CT, where's CT? Yeah, CT with the first win against one of the favorites, well, with in this group here, in this league part. Has chances versus Sporter and Michaels, but quite likely needs to sweep both of them to still reach the playoffs. And did I miss one of them? Yeah, Fanatical Lime, right? Where is he? Should be more at the bottom. That's tricky. Even 2 sweeps and a sweep versus Adria definitely is unlikely. Would only give him a 6-4 game win tiebreaker, and that's +2, but inferior than the 7-5 tiebreakers other folks might have. So chances to reach the playoffs for the Lime aren't that great. Yeah, so definitely interesting games ahead, and now I don't leave Xiangyu hanging there even more, because it's late over in China, and I'll cut this now. Thanks for tuning in to all of you. Thanks for sticking around. Again, special thanks to Xiangyu for taking the time. Definitely a big ask. It's 2.5 hours. I see you folks. Bye-bye.